I know that there are a lot of righteous, gun-toting people in California who love freedom and share the same values that I do and that you probably do if you're listening to this. But California is controlled by some crazy nuts. I swear to God, they're so far out there on the left and so nutty and weird. It doesn't make any sense. They're really inconsistent. So right now in the news, we've got information on how the Trump administration is having to send federal immigration officials to courthouses in California to pick up illegal immigrants for deportation. And we're not talking about every illegal immigrant in the country. We know that they're prioritizing people with criminal offenses first. So don't think that the people they're going to pick up at courthouses are a working mother who's got 3 children. They're going there to pick up people who are there on criminal charges. Why are they having to go to courthouses to pick these people up? Because the state of California has decided that they will not let people with immigration detainers be picked up through the prison system or the jail system. So rather than have to go and pick somebody up who's already in custody, they're having to get them at the courthouse and potentially cause, I mean, you know what happens when you have to arrest someone who's not already in custody. There's all kind of potential for problems. So the state of California, or should I say, the officials in the state of California who've been elected by these far left weirdos who control state government, unfortunately, are choosing this crazy course of action just to show how far left they are. I feel bad for the normal people in California. They get a bad reputation for all this crazy stuff from the rest of the country. I guess the people in New York, a lot of them probably agree with this, but everywhere else, I don't know, probably the leftist university faculty, and that's about it. You can imagine the difference if a state like Alabama or Mississippi said, we're no longer going to enforce federal law regarding abortions. If some people in a county want to shut down the only abortion clinic in that county, we're just going to let it go because we don't happen to agree with federal law right now. That's not what we do in this country. We follow the rule of law. In California, and these crazy leftists who are running the state government aren't doing that. You could come up with 100 different examples of how in a red state, if they decided they didn't want to enforce federal law, everybody on the left would just go nuts and start saying, what are you guys doing? So I don't want California to drop off into the ocean, and I feel really bad for the people, for all the normal people in California who have to put up with Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, Kamala Harris, and all of these other absolutely awful people who give the normal folks in California a bad name with their despicable grandstanding and their disgusting hypocrisy. Okay, last thing, we've got some squabbling here between a Chief Justice in California and Sessions and his people. The Chief Justice, I cannot pronounce her name. She says, courthouses should not be used as bait in the necessary enforcement of our country's immigration law. She goes on to say that the presence of immigration agents in courthouses in the nation's most populous state could undermine public trust in its judicial system. My assessment would be that if your legal system is hiding criminals from federal law enforcement agents and trying to make it more difficult for them to do their job and protect everyone else, then your legal system isn't worth a damn anyhow. And no one should have public trust in it.